Yeah.
Can everybody in the chat agree? I want you to say it with me at home. Say it with me at home. Jayden Daniels is elite. Just say it out loud. Just get it out of the way and say it, because like you're not going to like the show if you think he's not elite. Like the way I looked at Saturday night is there are 4 truly elite quarterbacks in the NFL. And I'm talking about like the 4 guys that you would draft first. I'm not talking about year-to-year production, but who are you drafting first in the NFL? Some order of Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Joe Burrow. Okay, there have been a number of guys who have been vying, fighting for different reasons, making bids, not out loud, but to be the thumb on that hand. Mm-hmm. Whether it's Jared Goff with his amazing regular season this year, he played great. You know, his body of work. Whether it's people swearing Justin Herbert is already elite, like, or some other quarterback who's the flavor of the month, and maybe Jayden is the flavor of the month, but I fucking doubt it. I'm going to say after that Saturday game, you slide him right in there. He's the thumb.
I have one argument.
He's the Tetris piece. What's your argument, Bo?
My argument for you is this.
Play devil. Devil needs no advocate here, but go ahead.
I agree with you. I'd like to start the statement by saying, or this by saying, I agree with you. I think he's elite. However, his body of work is just obviously as a rookie, it's not there. If you're this time last year, everyone's sitting at home saying CJ Stroud, is he?
No, he was at home at this time last year.
Okay. A week ago, last year, almost this time last year, you'd be kind of, everyone was saying the same thing.
We said he'd be elite in the future.
He regressed this year a little bit, CJ Stroud. I think Jayden Daniels is fucking elite. I would love to see him play this way for fucking 15 years.
Would you though? Because that would be bad for the Eagles.
Yeah. Don't say that.
Well, I would like to see him play very well and lose to the Eagles twice a year for 15 years. How about that? Is that better?
No, that's exactly it. It's as an analyst,
I'm just saying his body of work. Like
no one's saying body of work.
He has played elite all year.
No one's saying body of work. I mean, there's some projection work being done when you put him in there with those guys, right? But there is no comp. Like, I'm sorry. I loved watching CJ Stroud last year. This guy's better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
like,
the guy you mentioned
is making
Brown, $50 million a year.
God, that got me wet.
And we're not going to go out and talk about like going into the season, the Commanders win total 6.5, unless all you jumped on the over and told me they were going to be in the playoffs. Don't tell me that like that he hasn't done a lot with not a little, but a medium amount of talent around him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hear people every week tell me Terry McLaurin's not a number one. I hear people tell me Zach Ertz had to run an outbreaking route all season.
Terry McLaurin's a 1A.
I hear people telling me, you know, the offensive line's okay. De'Ami Brown, he's coming along, but he's not like, who's Olamide Zaccheaus? Like, am I forgetting? Oh, Bates, the tight end. He's doing a lot with a good, solid set of guys and a coordinator who went to Thailand. Like, no one saw this coming.
No.
So then we can't, at the end of the season, be like, well, pump your brakes. She's just a rookie. Bro, I've never seen anything like this.
He stays healthy, man. I'm just worried about it. That he's.
And then you add the quarterback run to it. That's another thing with CJ Stroud, who's mobile as fuck, but I would compare Stroud more to like Burrow mobility. That's who he reminds me of.
I mean, he had 16 carries in this game, man. That's a heavy workload for a
none of the blitzes that were sent to him resulted in a
now Detroit sucks on defense.
Yeah.
When Amik Robertson went down in this game, you were like, oh man, they're gonna have to score 40 points to win this game.
Didn't he break the fuck out of his arm? Did you see that, by the way?
Yeah, he broke the fuck out of it.
That was my
he broke the fuck out of his arm.
That was my anti-bevel. Like when they showed that close up, and
Jesus
if
Christ.
you know that arm was broken. And just walking off, seeing his emotion, walking off the field, kind of knowing like, damn, whether we win or lose this game, like I'm fucking done. It was a bad.
I just if you're in the chat and you have a quarterback, and you don't have to tell anybody, you can just do this privately, but you just go into a dark room and ask yourself a question: would I take that quarterback in Washington over my team's quarterback?
Yeah.
The list of people who say no should be like, you fit them on one hand.
Mm-hmm.
And even in that category with some projection, this guy might be just as good as some of them.
Yeah.
And he might end up being better.
And it's the multiple instances of clutch performance that I think makes the body of work argument kind of falls flat.
He won games in so many different ways.
Late in the game.
Now Detroit sucks on defense. They had too many injuries. They got no pass rush. Got it. The Tampa Bay Bucks, they fumbled that game away. They blew the game. All their close wins, and I'm building an argument for somebody who would say he's not elite. Stevenson's taking a nap. He's jacking off in the corner of the end zone. It's a Hail Mary. He's mugging up the crowd. So that's a mistake on them. You talk about a lot of their other close wins. They barely beat the Saints. That's not exactly like a hallmark victory. You barely beat the Giants, I think, early in the season, but they won a lot of close games. Mm-hmm. And in a lot of those games, the other team made the mistakes. I get all that. Watch the tape. Just watch the tape. If you watch the tape and you know what you're looking at, this guy's fucking really good. Yep. He's going to be good for a long time. Let's keep it a bean here, dude. This guy's a fucking problem. He's a problem.
Yep.
And he's going to be a problem in the NFCs for a long time. And it pains me that I have to get up here for the duration of my podcasting career, likely, because I don't plan on doing this till I'm fucking 60. And that's how long I think he'll play. And that's how long I think he'll play. That this motherfucker is going to have me having to be like, yeah, I think you might not win this week. And everybody's going to kill me once or twice a year.
Yeah.
I got to pick the Commanders.
Worst seat, though, the real worst seat.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones seeing Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore about to be in the NFC Championship.
Oh. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. He is going to be like,
poor Bears fans watching this game.
Hell?
There's a lot of people watching this game.
If you're a Cowboys or a Giants fan, you're just absolutely just sick to your stomach. That just like you're saying now, it's just the fact that seeing this game and seeing the future of these teams and the fact that damn, we might be seeing this years on years back to back. And then on top of it, a guy that you had, not saying that you guys were gonna, but just seeing Saquon having the season that he's having.
Bro, does anybody in the fucking NBA, when there's a fantastic rookie, say, I gotta wait till next year?
No, we hyped them up before we've ever even gotten them into the league.
Darko Milicic.
No, I mean, but he never had the year. We're talking about a year, this is a year that you could argue
greatest rookie season ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I totally understand pumping the brakes till next year, but man, this is a hell of a time to do it after the best rookie season ever from a quarterback. It's just, I'm going to need to.
But you know what's going to happen is this is how things happen. It's all
the game's going to catch up to the offense.
No, but it's all in real time. His season right now, and the fact that it's not over yet. Whether they win this next game or they make it to the Super Bowl. When everyone at the end of the season goes back and really dissects what he did and put it in a bubble, people are going to be like, wait, maybe this was the best rookie season ever. Because you put into a factor too in the middle of the season that he potentially had broken ribs playing quarterback.
Yeah.
And he still was being able to take his team to where they're at. And it's just,
I'm not saying he's going to be Mahomes or win 5 championships.
No,
what I'm saying is we got another one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there's another one of those guys.
This is amazing,
and he's here now. It's great for the league.
It's amazing for the league.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They dropped in the right place. Shout out, best seat. Shout out to Magic Johnson and just the Commanders organization as a whole. They have a franchise quarterback that is going to change everything for them. And for a franchise that's been bad for however long, I feel like it's a feel good story for them for sure.
Yeah. I mean, people love to just for the sake of playing devil's advocate, play devil's advocate.
Oh,
and I feel like this is
I love to do
where
that.
we don't. Yeah, I know. But if people don't like the take, which is just simply this kid's gonna be very good, they're gonna call it they're going to call it deriding or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. If you don't like the fact that the kid's really good, then get bent or watch tape.
I told you the reason.
Bro, we're football players that get excited about good football players.
Exactly.
But that you got to realize we do this for a living. So anytime there's somebody that excites you, like enough to be like, holy shit, that's exciting to come in and talk about this kid. Like, it's fun to watch the guy play.
And also, this makes the reason why it's exciting to me is that we're in the DMV area, and the fact that like real longtime Commanders / the R Word fans, they are excited. And like I said, I went to my diner that I go to locally over here. I seen an 80-year-old woman with a brand new official Jayden Daniels jersey on, and that just makes me feel good in the sense that, damn, like football really has fans. You have really diehard fans that realistically they're waiting for their team to have a chance to win a Super Bowl.
And we would move on and say it's just the Lions, but I saw him do this against the Eagles, and they forced 5 turnovers. And what was it, 5?
Yeah, I think it was 5.
5 fucking turnovers. They still lost the game. Now, they made mistakes in that game to give them the game a little bit, but it ain't like this kid hasn't beaten good players.
Yeah.
This kid can play.